Here with Johns Hopkins men's lacrosse coach Peter Millman after the Blue Jays knock off Ohio State 17-8 here at Homewood Field. Pete, nice homecoming crowd, the weather cleared, just a big win for the Blue Jays on a great day.
Yeah, it was a great day for Blue Jay lacrosse. A bit of a weird start and an hour and a half delay. We thought it took us a couple minutes to get going. Not that is completely unexpected, but battled back and forth. Tough team. Give them a lot of credit for the way they played. But I think we answered it a bit better than the opponent in the second half, and just kind of came out of the locker room the right way. And a couple things went the right direction and separated the game. I think we can continue to work on finishing the game better, but just happy with the effort.
During this recent stretch, people have talked about the fourth quarter and how we've been able to really play well. Today was the third quarter. What was the message to the team there at the half? 7-0 in the third quarter, clicking on offense, causing turnovers on defense. What was your message there?
I thought that composure was really a big factor because the first half had some familiar tones to it, some familiar scenes, and I think a lot of it was just some mental lapses, some focus that wasn't quite there all the way. Whether it was offense or defense, and so at halftime it wasn't much of a rah-rah speech. It was really just about keep your composure, work on it together, make sure we're staying the course with what we do, and really just have a complete disregard for what the score says. Just play a 0-0 game the whole way through, and I think that was a reflection of the way they competed the second half.
Offensively, when we have a lot of guys getting involved, obviously you're spreading the ball and playing well, and we had that today. Just talk about the performance of the offense as a group. Degnan had 4, Collison back on track with 3 today, Russell had 3, Casey had a couple. Just talk about the spreading the wealth.
I think it starts with the tone that coach sets throughout the week. It's an unselfish offense by nature. It's the way it's designed. It's not supposed to run through any one person or any few guys over and over again. And so, we try and get guys in there, give them an opportunity, just play a consistent motion and keep the head up. And I think sometimes things just, work in certain guys' favors. There's certain matchups that are working. Certain guys have a hot hand, and you play into those. But, I really think it's the work that they put in throughout the week, the commitment they have to just be an unselfish bunch, and it showed today.
First time this year we came out of the box and we had Matt Narooski taking the first face-off. Seemed to make a big difference. Talk about his performance.
Matt is a tremendous leader, and he's always been a tone setter for us when it comes to the intensity and the compete level. And I think, we've been trying to manage him in a big way to get us to this point. But Matt needs to lead us, and we need him to lead us in maybe the first quarter instead of the third. So I was happy with the opportunity. I thought the coaches did a great job managing it throughout the season to get us to this point where Matt can take 20 face-offs. So that's what you saw today.
People will look at 17 goals and think it was all offense, but they went over 27 minutes today without scoring. 20th time this year we've held an opponent scoreless for 10 minutes or longer. Just talk about the effort down there. Dialed in, really, again, some bumps in the first half, but really got dialed in, especially in the second half. Yeah,
and I think, like I said at halftime, we just needed to maintain focus because a couple of those things in the first half, it was just a little bit of a lapse. It wasn't so much as a breakdown defensively or they were doing something we couldn't stop. It was just a little bit of a mistake, mentally. And when we regain some focus there, we just play the right way. I mean, Coach Kester has just such a great system, and the way he develops guys, and the fundamentals and what he emphasizes, and gives them an opportunity to go compete. And that's what we were looking for today, and I think we did a great job of that.
All right, Jack, just talk about being one of the leaders of this team, a captain, and coming out on Homewood and picking up a big homecoming victory here against Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, coming off of last weekend, obviously not the result that we wanted, but guys came back to practice this week with a different level of hunger. And I think from the top down, the senior class, the juniors, everybody's been doing a great job leading and a great job, following when they need to. And, I think, like I said, it's just been building off this week and getting to today, letting it all hang out and playing 60 minutes of lacrosse, and it's exactly what we did.
So obviously you're a big part of our face-off unit today. We went number 1 pitcher today was Matt Narooski. He did a great job at the X. Just talk about his performance and how important it is to get off to a good start with him leading the way.
Yeah, Matt's obviously a guy that sets the standard for us, and when he goes out there, that it's going to be a scrap. And just being the wing guy, that's basically what I am. I'm just his wing guy. So if he's going to make it a scrap, I'm happy to get in there and fight with him. And like you said, possession's such a huge thing. Winning face-offs are so huge, and that's exactly what we did.
One of the things we've really done well this year is get goals and points from non-offensive guys. You had a goal today. Nick Kaufman had a goal today. Those are juice goals. The bench erupts when that happens. Just talk about, that goal that you scored and how exciting it is for you to stick one on homecoming here.
Yeah. When our offense, it's having a hard time getting into a flow. Like you said, it's those juice goals are really huge to kind of get them into a momentum. We work on it during the week, working in transition. So when we have those opportunities, it's important that we execute on them. And fortunately, we were able to do some of those today.